how to deal with an employee who is poisoning your team. My name is Davide Cerretini, and I've been a business owner, a restaurant owner for over 30 years in San Francisco, California. I learned in the hard way, made many mistakes on the field, but I've been dealing with this dynamic for a lifetime. Now, the short version of the solution is you need to fire them. You cannot waste 1 second more. You need to let them go. And you probably already understood, and if you didn't, I'm here to tell you that the biggest damage that you can do to your restaurant, to your business, whatever it is to keep a toxic employee working for you. The damage that is going to do from the inside, sabotaging your business, it's like the greatest things that can be done to put you out of business. No bad review, no bad customer, they cannot even be compared at that kind of damage. So let this person go as soon as possible, but go to the core, right? So why this person became toxic? Now, I believe that as a business owner, if you've been dealing with the public, you are a very good reader. So you can tell from somebody immediately when they step into your business or they arrive or they open their mouth, you already know what kind of customer they are. I'm sure you do. You have that skills because working with the public is like training every day. So why you didn't use that with your employee? You need to be good at reading the room. And often, this behavior, people that become toxic or a culture, the challenge of your authority, it doesn't happen in one day. It slowly grows, it brews from the bottom. And you need to predict it, you need to prevent it, and you need to be a good reader. When you see a change of vibe in your workplace, more mistakes, somebody that is late all the time, sometimes the signal is absolutely super clear. When somebody starts to be late at work and you ask multiple times to be on time and they don't, first of all, it's a challenge of your authority and then it's just like telling you clearly, I don't care, I don't want to work here, I don't want to take responsibility, and this is not my priority. What message more clear than that you want? This is a person that needs to go. You put all your money, life at stake. Your family, your savings, everything is in your business. Do you really want to work with the people that they don't care about your business? Of course, you need to take care of them very well because they're the best asset that you have. If you're growing in your business, if you make money, if you have a good salary, if you're doing what you're passionate to do, is because of them. And you need to be taking care, make sure that they're okay, and do your best to make them want to work for you. But at the same time, always keep in mind, they're not your friends and they're not your family. That's the biggest mistake that you can make. But knowing what they do, knowing where the problem, the issue was born, it's one of your weapons. You need to be able to knowing in advance. And usually the business owner is the last one to know when somebody, for example, once a week, they know for weeks and you haven't figured it out until last minute. Somebody's not going to show up tomorrow. You really going to be shocked, or you're going to think about all the signal that you actually see before. They're not your friends and they're not your family. Be inclusive, be friendly, but they're not your friends and they're not your family. Keep that in mind because you cannot open up, you cannot give away your authority. And the way you give away your authority sometimes is to share too much information about your private life or your business. You need to be the leader and you need to be unpredictable. You need to be someone that cannot figure it out. In that way, you keep the power. When you start to be the close friend that is talking about his problem, his financial struggle, or the problem at home with the wife or the husband, then you become weak and they don't respect you anymore. So if once in a while you have a toxic employee because he doesn't do what you want, it's not because he's stupid, he doesn't do it because he doesn't want to do it, but it's okay. But if you create the base for you to don't be the leader, then it's a problem that you had to not just to learn how to deal with one, but you have a like major problem. Now, if you like what you hear, you can subscribe to my channel and there will be more video talking about this topic and more. And if you want to go deeper and you are somebody that actually facing this issue and is ready to make a change, then there is a link right below and it's going to take you to Outsmart course, something that I create for you business owner to take control completely of your business. Is the ultimate weapon. So I'll see you in the next video.